I went to Vermont Tech from 2007 to 2011. I graduated with Associates in Dairy Farm Management from 2007 to 2009. And then I was the first of 3 students that graduate with a bachelor's in diversified ag in 2011.
So I went to Vermont Tech in 2009, graduated in 2011, and I was a student in the Dairy Farm Management program, but I was also part of the 2+2 program, FARMS program. So I had 2 years at UVM afterwards. My experience at Vermont Tech was pretty life-changing. I had professors at VTC who cared. They really cared. They were spending extra time to help students get to know what they were doing so that they could pass and succeed. One of the things that I specifically remember is I was finishing up chores at the dairy farm, the school dairy farm, and there was a cow that had just freshened and she was having troubles. But I was also going to be late to class if I was going to help this cow. So I called my professor and he said, class doesn't matter, help the cow. Like, that's you learning. That's like the best kind of classroom that you can have. And he even called in another teacher to take over his class so that he could come down and work with me one-on-one to help the cow. So that was like a huge thing for me.
Some of the key highlights of going to Vermont Tech for the 4 years was most definitely the faculty to student ratio. Great smaller classrooms where you really had a hands-on learning. Diversified ag and the dairy farm management was very hands-on down at the dairy farm. Between working it, and Abby and I both stayed a summer there, so we worked over the summertime to run the farm with I think about 7 or 8 other students.
So when we graduated VTC, we knew that we wanted to be together forever. So I said, you had to get me a ring.
So we ended up purchasing this farm in 2014, 3 years after I graduated, and it's been a work in progress since.
So we purchased this land, or our farm, in 2014, and it was a rundown farm. So we had to build a house before we could move here. So we actually moved down here in 2015. The whole point of buying it was to do the maple sugaring. That's something that Trent grew up with. I grew up on a dairy farm, so I'm more of an animal person, although I do like the maple, won't lie. So incorporating the beef cows, the pigs, the chickens, the lambs, the animals in general, kind of brought both of our passions together.
We added 8,700 more taps to our sugaring operation, and now majority of it comes to our sugar house, and that's open to the public every time we boil. Anytime somebody's here, they stop in. We have beef cows, we do pigs, we have an on-site farm stand that we sell all our syrup.
The whole time I was at VTC, it was just an uplifting and confidence booster for me. Inside the classroom, all of the science with the animals, we had to take business classes because it was a dairy farm management. So we took marketing, we took business planning, management, we took accounting. So basically everything at VTC we are using right now. I think VTC is a huge asset to the state of Vermont.